If 5 a.m. is your baby's new favorite party time, I promise you this is fixable. And the reason behind it might just surprise you. I will preface this with the fact that early morning wake-ups are one of the last things to improve when sleep training. So if you just sleep trained and you're dealing with these early mornings, know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. However, if your child has been dealing with these early morning wake-ups for quite some time, like more than a month, then it might be time to look at these things to consider. We're gonna start off strong and confusing here. So number one is that your child is either undertired or overtired. Now, of course, I can't tell you exactly which one your child is dealing with because I don't know your child. But when I work with my clients, I look into the child's behavior, their temperament, how they're acting when they wake up. Are they clingy, crying, screaming, not having a good time? Or are they ready to party and happily ready to start the day? These are signs that your child is either undertired or overtired and need a schedule adjustment. Reason number two why your child is having early morning wake-ups can have to do with how much daytime sleep they're getting. Now, based on your child's age, they're going to have a different amount of sleep needs for daytime sleep. The younger the baby, the more daytime sleep that they need. The older the baby or toddler, the less daytime sleep they're gonna need. So it's all about pinpointing your child's unique sleep needs and evenly distributing it between daytime and nighttime sleep. This might mean shortening their nap, or number three talks about the time that their nap is. So if their nap is too early, then they may need to shift their nap later so that they will sleep later in the morning. If you're still basing your child's daily schedule on wake windows, you want to make sure that your child is not having an afternoon heavy wake window. So that might mean if your child sleeps from 10 a.m. to noon and then they're awake from noon to 7 p.m. and then sleep until 5 a.m., that's a mess, okay? We need to fix that schedule. So you need to check and see when your child's nap time is, and if it's too early, you might need to push it later in order for them to sleep later in the morning. Culprit number four is one that you can very easily control. Too much light exposure early in the morning. So when people say your kid's up with the birds, it's because they're probably waking up to the sound and the light of the birds. Not that birds have light, but the sound of the birds in the morning when the birds wake up because the sun is rising. If you don't have blackout curtains in your room, I always recommend Blackout Easy window covers. They're custom made to your size of your windows in your child's room. They have Velcro around the outside, so you are literally not getting a peep of light in your room. You can easily take them off and put them back on, and it takes 2 seconds, and you are getting truly blacked out rooms. Reason number five for early morning wake-ups is because your child might be hungry. Now, I'm giving an inch, don't take a mile, which means talk to your child's pediatrician about whether or not they actually need a feeding overnight. There could be different things at play here when it comes to being hungry at 5 in the morning. But if your doctor says that your baby can go through the night without needing a feeding, then they really need to be taking in more calories during the day, especially right before bed, so that they're not hungry at 5 in the morning. And obviously this does not apply to newborns. There can also be an imbalance of how much your child is eating during the day versus how much they're eating overnight. And if your child is in that reverse cycling pattern, then we need to break it and make sure they are getting their calories during the day so that they don't need them at night. Our bodies are designed to go to sleep when we're sleeping, and your hunger hormone is not activated while you are sleeping. So your baby's body is the same way. If it's developmentally appropriate for them to be sleeping through the night without needing a feeding, then we can work on getting your child to that point if they have that reverse cycling issue. But obviously, if the pediatrician says that they still need a feeding, then proceed with feeding. Another unfun reason for 5 a.m. wake-ups is developmental milestones. Now, your child's going to think it's fun because when they're learning this big new skill, maybe they're learning to pull to standing, and the crib is literally the best place to practice this because it is a wide open space to your child and it's safe. So if your child wakes up at 5 a.m. after having slept for maybe 10 hours already, they might feel like they're ready to start the day. They might have a little burst of energy and think, hey, let's practice that big new skill. If this is truly a sleep regression, then it will pass. And if they're happily just practicing in the crib, then there's no reason for you to go and intervene. Let them practice this skill, and perhaps they'll exert a little bit of energy and go back to sleep until 7 a.m. Now again, if this is just a sleep regression, then stay the course, keep on trucking, and you will see the light at the end of the tunnel. However, if the tunnel just seems to be getting darker and darker and darker, and you need some help and support along the way, then head to the link in the description box down below. I'll also pin it in the comment section, but it's probably time to book a consultation. So make sure to check that out. I hope you enjoyed this video and keep blooming. Mwah.